Hey guys, Mishka here with another video. Today we're going to be talking about loadouts. What are they? Why should you use them? And why aren't they working? Spoiler alert, they are working. You're just hitting buttons in the wrong order. So, first off, what is a loadout? You got this little apply loadout button. What that does is it'll take everything that you're wearing and sync it to your weapon. So on my weapon here, you see it says loadout applied, right? And all the weapons I've got says loadout applied. What that means is that they have a set of gear that is tied to it. So if, for instance, I wanted to switch to my paladin, right? Instead of switching the weapon and then, so for instance, I switch it and then I have to switch each individual piece of armor, right? Instead of having to do that, I can just switch the weapon and all the armor comes with it. And it'll also do that for, well, I used to have fishing rods equipped. Where's my fishing rod? So I can show you here. I do a lot of fishing on my musketeer. So I can come over here. I hit apply loadout, right? I'm going to switch back to mage, maybe shaman, and we go back to musketeer, and look at that, my fishing rod is still attached. So, yeah, that's what they are. How do you do it? Well, just like I showed you, you put on whatever armor and gear you want. So for instance, I like my musketeer is my fisherman, so I put the fisherman right there. Maybe I want a lure, and maybe instead of this hen, I like this dragon, right? You hit apply loadout. That'll apply it. You can go back to any other class now. You can switch things around, but when you go back to that class, look at that. I got the dragon, I got the fishing rod, and I got the fishing lure, just like I applied. So that's what they are. That's how you do them. Now, why isn't it working? That's another very common issue is I applied the loadout, I switched gear, and it didn't work. And I actually showed you that earlier, right? Where I switched over, say, to Rune Mage, but nothing comes over. I've still got all my musketeer gear. It's a very simple bug. You need to do things in the right order. You need to come to your inventory, click the item you want, and then put it on. So for instance, if I want to switch to Ranger, I need to click on the bow, then turn it on. If I say, want to go to Shaman, and I click the bow first, the thing that's equipped, and then I bring it over, nothing will come back over. So that's pretty much it. That's the reason that it's not going to work. The other reason that it might not work is if you no longer have that item with you. So if let me see here, on my, let's apply the hen. Where'd the hen go? We apply the loadout with the hen, right? So it's on my Rune Mage. Cool. Let's switch over to Musketeer, which has the dragon. We'll put the hen away. If I then switch back to Rune Mage, it's not going to switch the hen because the hen's not there. This also happens if, for instance, you're leveling up and you get new pieces of gear and you replace your old gear, you're going to need to redo your loadout. If you go to your transmog closets and you change it or you apply dye, you're going to need to redo your loadout. Whenever you put new tiles on your gear, you're going to need to apply the loadout. If you infuse stuff to get better stats, apply the loadout. If you re-roll and you get different affixes, apply loadout. That's probably the most common thing, is that pretty much any time that you change what you're wearing, you need to re-hit apply loadout. So yeah, that's loadouts. Enjoy.